grab a snack, and find a cozy chair, because it's time for Don't Make Me Use My Mom Voice, where we talk about all things mom life.
Good evening. It's another evening. Oh my gosh, now you're going to sneeze. I told you I'd give you a minute.
Let's go. Let's start over. It's easier to edit from if we start over.
No, I'm keeping that. It's fine.
Oh.
It's fine. So happy Mother's Day. Today is Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day to you. Did you get what you wanted?
So I went to see my mom and my sister yesterday in Toronto. So I went to go visit my mom. And then I went to my sister and I saw her new place because her and her boyfriend bought a condo back in like November. So I went to go see it and they had like a little barbecue and she got me like a little mimosa in a can and some fancy chocolate. And so that was fun. And then today, so Lucas wanted to buy me a present. He was going to go just to the dollar store to get it, which is fine. Thought that counts. Don't care. But then he decided not to come to Toronto with Nick and I. So he asked Kevin, like, can you take me somewhere so I can get mom a present? And he was like, yeah, okay. So then I was washing the dishes after dinner and the boys were downstairs. So I pulled Kevin over and I was like, okay, I'm sure his budget is probably like $5. Totally fine. But can you take him to the bookstore and pay the difference and get me the new Pamela Anderson memoir? I would really like that. I'm sure whatever he picks out at the dollar store would be thoughtful and heartfelt and whatever, but I really want this book.
Yeah.
So that's what they did. Like, I don't know how much Lucas spent of his money on it, probably like $5 or $10. And then Kevin just paid the difference for it. But
so you got the book. So
I got the book that I wanted. So
there you go.
That was good.
More pop culture references coming my way from you.
Yeah. Well, I watched her. I watched her little documentary thing on Netflix, and it was really good. Like she seems like a really sweet, like genuinely kind person. Like she seems like a good mom, and she just wants to find love in her life. Like she even said in the documentary that she believes, despite their issues that they had, Tommy Lee was her true love.
Yeah, I heard about that part, and people were like, "Well, I'm like, somebody you can love somebody and realize they're not right for you at that moment."
Yeah, and at the time, like she got out, she didn't stay. She was like, "No, I'm not staying with this person," like whatever. But yeah, all the relationships she's had since then, just I guess because they haven't really lasted. So
I want to watch it. I don't know that I have patience to read a book with my short attention span, but
you can get like the audiobook.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. I just
get an audiobook because does she narrate it? I think she might like be the one reading it.
Yeah, that's a lot of reading. I don't know if they use their voices the whole time or they use artificial intelligence.
Well, I think they do. Like usually if a celebrity does a book, it's usually them reading it.
Reading like something 100 pages loudly, that would drive me crazy, and my voice would change along the way.
I'm sure that they don't do it all in one sitting. I'm sure they break it up. Like one day they do chapter 1 and then the next day they do chapter 2. Sure, they're not reading it all on the same day.
I'm gonna guess they use AI. Like they simulate their voices. I think so. At least maybe now that that's available, it should make that so much easier for them.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I got that. And then I got my fancy Taco Bell dinner that I wanted because I love Taco Bell, even though it, like everybody else, it doesn't sit very well. But like I was telling you, out of like everyone has their differences, people never get along with each other, but there's like one universal thing, and that's not Taco Bell never sits well with people.
Will make you sick. Yeah.
But people keep going back. Like Kevin, like whenever I order it, Kevin's always like, I don't understand this business model. Like everybody knows Taco Bell is going to make you sick, but everybody goes back to it. Like why?
You know what would be a fun podcast is going and like trying to trace the origin of that meat, because it sounds like a meat, right?
Yeah.
Like Taco Bell would otherwise be paying out a lot of money in lawsuits if it was like constantly.
I don't know. Like it's not like crippling food poisoning. It's like you eat it, maybe 2 hours later, you have to run to the bathroom, but then you're done. Then that's it. Like it's not lingering.
Enough to file a lawsuit.
It's not lasting. But like everybody, like all of my friends, whoever has eaten it, they always have the same reaction. But then they're always like, "Yeah, but I love it."
Okay, maybe I'll try Taco Bell once just to find out how it sits.
You've been warned. So if you feel sick after, it's fine. You're fine.
I'm not gonna die from it.
Just stay at home base.
And then that would be the time I actually die from it.
Yeah. Just make sure if you have it, you have nowhere to go that evening. Just take it home, put on like a movie or 90 Day Fiance or something, eat the tacos. Just make sure you have nowhere to go after. That's the only way I can eat it, is when I know that I'm not going anywhere else.
To be fair, if you go to a coffee shop and buy coffee, you probably will have the same effect.
Coffee doesn't do it to me.
Oh.
I don't have that reaction with coffee.
Dave like will come into the house running very fast.
No, I don't have that reaction with coffee. It's Taco Bell and Alfredo. Alfredo sauce does it to me too.
Oh,
like
really?
If we're at like an Italian restaurant, I love Alfredo sauce. Like I love fettuccine Alfredo. But again, I have to eat it at home. Like we have to order it in, or I have to make it, or something like that. Alfredo, I think it's just because it's a rich, creamy sauce. It does not sit well in my stomach, and I have the exact same reaction.
Oh, I've never thought about that. I mean, I also don't eat Alfredo too much, so yeah. I think I drink mostly decaf, but when I've drunk regular coffee, I've had to visit the loo. Yeah. So what did I do for Mother's Day? We were traveling for a wedding in North Carolina, Charlotte, North Carolina. So it would be an 8-hour drive, although we flew. And thankfully we'd taken different flights, and so I took a later flight than my husband, Dave. So instead of waking up early with him and getting to the airport at 7 o'clock, I stayed in and got to have a little bit of a late nap.
Had some you time?
Yeah, I had some me time during the wedding party for like the post-wedding brunch. So that was nice. I had a nice brunch at 10 a.m. in the morning till 11. Packed up at my own pace, went to the airport without a rush. So it was nice, although the downside to taking the later flight was that it was at a much farther away airport. Like we have an airport that's about 20 minutes from us. That's the DC region airport, and then it's a national airport, so mostly local flights. And then the flight that I took was coming from Baltimore, Washington, which is about an hour away. And so I had to take the train, the shuttle from the airport. There's a free shuttle from the airport to the train station.
Okay.
And then get there to get an Amtrak train from. You have Amtrak in Canada?
No, like we have other train systems. Like
Okay.
we have a train. It's called VIA, VIA. I don't know what it stands for. And then the train that I take into Toronto, it's called the GO train, and the G and the O stand for Government of Ontario, because they run that train service. So like we have other trains, but no, we don't have Amtrak, because I think that's American.
I thought it goes. I wondered if it goes into Canada.
Oh, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, and then so I had to go from the airport via a shuttle, so that's the automobile, to the train station, and get on the train to the house to like a metro station. It's about 20 minutes from the house. And Dave was like, "I can come pick you." I'm like, "No, I've been in moving things all day, so I with my suitcase I walked the 20-minute walk home."
That's not bad. Did you have like a lot of luggage, or was it on wheels?
No, I had a roll-on suitcase, a rolling suitcase, and then my backpack. I was going for one day, and I was like, I'm just gonna take a backpack, but then I realized like I had so many things. I had like 5 shoes. I went yesterday, and I had 5 pairs of shoes, 5 dresses. I'm like, why?
You don't know what you're gonna want to wear. I was scrolling through Instagram today, and I came up to a meme or whatever, and it said like people, or like women or whatever, wear the same track pants for 5 days straight, or the same leggings 5 days straight, but then you're going away for a weekend. It's like, I need all my ball gowns.
I know. I was like, in the morning, I'm like, I'm gonna put things yesterday in the morning, I'm gonna put everything in my backpack. I have a travel backpack that's a little bit more spacious. And then like, I don't have time. This is a lot. I can't try to sort through like what stays and what goes. So I just pulled out my carry-on suitcase and just dumped them all in clothes. The good thing, it wasn't too heavy, but it was more than I needed. I had 3 dresses.
But you don't
And
know
it
what
wasn't
you're
even
gonna
my
wear.
wedding.
But I would be the same. You know what though? I would bring like 3 dresses, and I'd be like, you know what? I probably have time to shop while I'm there. I'm just gonna go to the mall and see what there is.
Oh yeah, I always do. The only thing is I didn't have time, but I always go to a local thrift store because I like to find what they have, and then I go to a TJ Maxx or a Ross. So I always do, but this time I didn't have the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I had 3 nice dresses like that were wedding wearable, and then like my regular. Oh, like I'm gonna wear this when I'm going to the airport. I'm gonna wear this when I'm coming from the airport, and then I had 3 shoes that had to go with each of the dresses. Obviously, I didn't have to wear
Yes.
all of them. And then 2 shoes for like, okay, if I need flats, if I need
Listen, I feel like you're feeling like you have to explain yourself to me. You don't have to
No,
explain.
I'm just amused at myself.
I would be the exact same way. Like, I go to my cousin in the summer. I usually go for a couple of days with the boys. We go up north. And I'm like, I don't know what I'm going to want to wear. So I usually bring like a pair of jeans, 2 sweaters, because it's up north, so it can get cooler in the evening. I'm like, I'll bring 3 pairs of shorts, some t-shirts, a tank. Like, I've got a suitcase full for like 2 days.
Yeah.
I do the exact same thing. Like, I don't know what I'm going to want to wear.
And you always think like, this time I'm gonna be packed sensibly. Never happens.
Well, I always I'm like, you know what? I might want to work out while I'm there. Like, maybe I'll want to go for a run early in the morning. So I'll bring like my running shoes and my running shorts and stuff. And do I ever go for runs? No.
Yeah. Talking about runs, I need to start. That makes sense. So I know you and I, we've had an episode before where we talked about like crop tops and how you're like, why is everything in the store crop top? And we're like, yeah, we can wear crop tops, but
it's not that you can't. I just don't want to.
Yeah, to each their own. But
exactly. If you're comfortable in it, do it. I don't want to.
So I've always cheered on women who can wear crop tops, especially if you're postpartum, those whatever the babies did to your belly showing. And there are women who are brave enough to wear that. And so this lady that I met her in the grocery store, and she gave me her card. She just started her online shopping clothing business. And I'm like, oh, I'll check it out. And then she posted this cute little silky crop top with pants. And I commented, I'm like, I'm still working up the courage to have my belly out, but that's a nice outfit. And then she messaged me and it's like, hey, since you're local, you can order it and try it on. And if you don't like it, I can take it back. And I'm like, okay, let's try it. I also like, I wanna support a small business.
Yeah, support local.
So I got it. I'm like, oh, yeah, obviously the tummy is still there. If you look carefully, you can see the fupa, like the muffin top. But it was, you could pull the pants high enough to like not show the belly button. Now the belly button area is where the wrinkles or the crinkles really are. So I'm like, that we can't show that. So I was able to put it on, and I felt good, and I got lots of compliments. I'm like, okay, I guess it's a way to put on a crop top as a mom whose body has not yet recovered without showing all of it.
Yeah.
So that was my adventure.
I like it. No, I think that that's fine. Like, you're comfortable in your own skin that you would do that. I
am not.
I can't. I've got too much in the middle.
Me too. I'm not comfortable in my own. I am far from comfortable in my own skin, but I'm like, we're in our 40s. Let's do this. If you don't like it, look away. And and I ate so much food, so by the end of the night, I was like, oh, like in the end of the day, I was having my hands to the side when I was taking photos. By the end of the night, I was like pretending to be like, hold my hand in the middle, like I'm doing something.
You had like a food baby happening.
Yeah. Oh, there was a food
The
baby.
end of the day food babies.
Yeah, and then like there's not enough space, so it has into two rolls.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah. I get that a lot. I had that the other night.
yeah.
I just ate too much, and I think I was kind of gassy too. But like my clothes were so, I'm like, oh my God, I just have to get my pajamas on right now. I cannot wear these clothes anymore.
Yeah. So that was a nice thing. And then coming back home, and then my just before we started, my little guy threw a massive tantrum, like,
Aw.
"Yay, Mother's Day! You have to defuse a 4-year-old." And you probably can hear him from the background right now. I don't know. He's now laughing, but he was throwing things around the house. Like he threw his guitar, he threw his dog, and then he cried for his dog. Not real dog. No
Yeah.
animals, no real animals were harmed, but like he's stuffy, and I'm like, yeah, Mother's Day, it's a scam.
Yeah, so I did the boys' laundry on Friday. I was working from home on Friday, so I put their laundry in. And usually, like, I'll sit and I'll listen to a podcast and I'll fold it. Like, I don't mind folding it, but I didn't get around to it, so it's been sitting downstairs in the basket. They each have a basket full, and I'm like, you know what? You guys fold your laundry. Like, there's a basket for each of you. I want you to fold it. I want it done by the end of today. And they both looked at me like, really? Do we have to? I'm like, are you kidding me?
Somebody has to, and it's gonna be you.
Like, just fold your laundry. Like, it's not, I mean, yes, I do it for you usually, but again, I don't mind because I just sit there mindlessly doing it. But I had too much to do today, like having tea while watching RuPaul's Drag Race and then having Taco Bell with the Kardashians. Like, I had too many things that I had to do. I'm not folding your laundry. So I think, I don't even know if Nick has done his. He was working on it for 2 hours. I'm
Oh
like,
wow.
this should not take you this long. And then Lucas is sitting in his room and it's just quiet in there. I'm like, why don't you put on like some music, like put on a playlist or something, like come downstairs and you can fold it in front of the TV. He's like, no, I don't want to. So I pulled up his Spotify and I typed in laundry folding playlist, and there's like 5 of them.
There is a laundry folding playlist?
Yeah, people have created playlists for folding laundry. So I played one, and then like I went back downstairs and I came back up and he had turned it off. I'm like, why'd you turn it off? He's like, I don't like those songs.
I didn't even know there's a thing. Well, I am your boys because I don't fold my laundry, and I don't know. I mean, I kind of do fold for everybody else except mine, but I hate folding laundry. So I would be like your kids. I'd be like, really? Just confine them. If you can confine them in a basket, that takes care of it.
Well, like, so Nick's underpants and socks, I kind of gave up putting them in a drawer, and I just got them, I think similar to you, like I just got these bin things for him, one for his underpants and one for his socks. So he can just toss those in there. He doesn't have to fold them. At least like I would like him to match the socks because some of them are different. Like they're not just all white socks or black socks or like one colored socks or whatever. They have patterns and stuff on them. So he at least has to match the socks. But yeah, Lucas is like, I just don't like to hang up my sweaters. Like, what do you mean you don't like to hang up the sweaters? Those are the easiest part. You don't have to fold anything. It's like, well, I hang them up and they fall down. Like, well, then you're not doing it right.
Hang them well. You would not survive my household because we all mismatch our socks.
Oh, and that's fine. Like if he wants to mismatch them, like honestly, I don't even care. But
we don't mismatch because we think it's cool. We mismatch because we never can find the other one. Now we pretend like it's cool.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, as long as it's put away, I don't want baskets of laundry hanging around, and I don't want them to just shove stuff into drawers because then the drawers just get filled and they can't find anything. So I like some kind of order. What's that?
We need a home economics class for all kids, boys and girls.
Life skills.
Yep. Actually, that would be a better way to call it, life skills.
Life skills, yes.
Yeah.
But I feel like my life skills class, I would just be like, just let me do it. Just let me do it.
So you need a life skills class of like backing away.
Yeah.
And letting others take some of the, like, letting go of some of the control. There was an episode in Blackish where the mom, when she gets mad about them not cleaning, she's like, how can you just not lay your bed? And then by the time she's done being angry, she's done it all. So like, don't
Oh, I
stop
think
having
I
that.
saw a clip of that.
Yeah, like
she was like
let's keep
rage
going.
cleaning the bathroom or something.
Yeah. Like, don't stop. Just shut up. She gets it all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I found myself doing that once or twice.
I think I just need therapy. I don't know if I need life skills. I need just therapy.
Therapy is good. And
Yeah.
you're in Canada, you probably can get it much cheaper than does your universal healthcare system? Oh, it doesn't. Okay, I guess that's an extra service.
Some workplaces will cover like certain percentages of therapy, but it's not much.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I should go because I have a lot of like anxieties and stuff. But I also feel like my stuff is minimal, probably compared to other people. So I just feel like I've made up my own coping mechanisms for things, and I just use those.
Girl, let me back you back up right there. You matter enough that your stuff is just as important as anyone. What they say, like at every level, there's another devil, right? Like if somebody's overweight and then he has somebody complaining, somebody who's just a little less overweight saying like, oh, I feel fat. And they're like, well, at least you don't like me. It's like, that's half where she's at right now. That's how she feels, right? And so the way I think about it is like, you matter enough that you deserve somebody that to talk with. And it doesn't have to be that you're having a bad day or that you're in the thick of things. It can just be that you need to check in. Like, you do your annual physical, just like we should have everybody go to therapy once they turn 21 and like start living on their own and have like the opportunity to look back at their childhood and all the ways we screwed them up as parents, and like then we set them up for like a much better future. Like if you take care of all of that when you're 21 and then you just have like a 6 monthly check-in with your therapist after that, right? Like why hasn't anybody thought about that? Yeah.
But for now, I go shopping and I bury things down deep.
Like right now, shopping and Taco Bell seems to do the thing.
Shopping and Taco Bell.
And your snacks.
Yes, exactly. Like 90 Day Fiancé is on tonight. I will have some Cheetos and a drink, and I'll watch that.
I am so far behind on all my shows.
Gino and Jasmine are coming back in the next one.
Oh my God, how much is she going to yell at him this time?
I don't know, but I think it starts June something. I forget when in June, but yeah. Gino and Jasmine are coming back.
I wonder if she's in the U. She never wanted to move to the US, right? She didn't want to move to the US. Yeah, I don't think she wanted to move to the US. I mean, they have like this very intense love. It's very toxic, but they really seem to love each other.
Yeah. It's going to be, I hope it's amazing.
I think he feels lucky to have like a woman who's hard as she is. She likes him for some weird reason.
I don't know, but
not found a good reason, but maybe there's a secret behind closed doors. Well, she did say that. She said that. She said
that's true. She did say that.
Even though she was crying, like I'm a vegetarian, but I like your meat.
I know. Yes, she did say it. So we can only assume that it's decent.
That explains a lot of things.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what are you doing for the rest of the week?
Oh my gosh, it's a busy week. So Lucas got accepted to be a cat socializer at the Humane Society. So he goes, and it's all volunteer. So he goes and he just basically plays with the cats. Oh, so he's going to go every Monday from 5 till 7. I have to go with him because they need a parent to go because he's under 18. So I have to go with him and watch him as he plays with the cats.
Oh, wow. 5 to 7. That's a long commitment. 2 hours? Damn.
But it's only once a week. It's 5 to 7 once a week. Yeah. But then if he sticks with it, because in high school here, they have to do so many community service hours in high school. I think it's only like 40. Like it's not a lot.
Oh, yeah.
But if he sticks with it, then he'll already have like his community service gig or whatever. So he'll be able to get those hours.
Okay, I see. That makes sense. I'm trying to get Caleb into some. I don't think he's a little bit out of touch with the reality, and I think I need to have, build some empathy and have him do something where he's giving a little bit of himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like we just wanted Lucas, because he's not into sports, which is fine. We just wanted him to have something so he's not in his room on his phone all the time. So this cat socialization program, I think my sister told me about it or mentioned it. So I looked it up to see if there was one in our area, and there is. So
and he loves cats. So.
Oh, he loves cats. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's the perfect situation for him.
He just gets to play with cats for 2 hours.
Yeah, he gets to play with cats for 2 hours. And then Nick has started lacrosse. So he's got 2 games this week and a practice.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's busy. And I'm going to a spa on Wednesday during the day.
So do you have the day off from work, or are you taking
Wednesdays are always my days off. I'm always off on Wednesdays.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah. That's nice.
So my one friend, she's just gonna play hooky from work. And we're gonna go. It's like this small kind of town. It's about 2 hours from here. So they have like a cute little downtown area with some shops, and we're gonna go for high tea for lunch. We're gonna go for tea at lunch, and then we're gonna go for overpriced pedicures.
I like your commitment to spas, pedicures, and high tea.
But just think, I do that stuff, but I don't travel.
No, but they're meaningful. Travel. We do 1 trip, maybe 2 at the most a year. You get to do that like regularly. So in some ways, it's sudden I like that. Maybe I could do like a cheaper trip. Well, you know what? To be fair, I don't know how to be still. So I have Dave gave me a massage gift card in 2018 when I was pregnant. I have not used it, and then he gave me another one last summer, and I haven't used it. So,
oh my goodness. Okay. One of the things when you come here, we'll go for massages, and I'll make you sit.
Okay.
We'll go for fancy tea. We'll go for massages.
Fancy tea and massage. Yeah, I want to do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll do all those things. So yeah, actually, I was able to get Kevin to book hotels because Nick's team is a travel team. So he has 2 tournaments, one in July and one in August, like out of town. It's like in a city 2 hours away. It's actually the city where I'm from.
Yeah.
So we had to book hotels for those dates. So
are you all going?
Yes.
Oh, that's nice.
So I get to go to a hotel. Woo! There's a spa in the hotel.
My sneeze came.
Your sneeze came.
But I muted.
That's okay. Yeah, I picked a hotel that has a spa. So
on brand.
I didn't pick like the dirty like Motel 6 hotels that a lot of the teams usually stay at because it's cheap. I picked like a decent, I think it's like it's one of the Hilton like subsidiary kind of things. Like I don't think it's a Hilton, but it's owned by the Hilton. So yeah, there's like
that's
a spa,
one thing to not compromise on is when you go out of town, if you can't afford it, it's just you want to sleep in a good, clean bed and feel good about it. And that one is the one thing that I don't negotiate on. I spend a lot of time researching the hotels, a crap ton of time, days. I mean, not just minutes. I spend days looking for like a good hotel, and it has to have breakfast because cheaper than going around for breakfast.
Like I don't care about, but I just looking at the pictures, I just wanted to make sure it was clean. If there was a pool, because I know Lucas doesn't even want to go to these tournaments, but if there's a pool, then at least there's something for him. Yeah. Just and they're like, I do have my limits of what I'm going to pay. Like I'm not going to pay like $500 a night, but I mean, hotels are basically getting to that point. Like even the cheap ones were like, even like the Motel 6 kind of things were like $250 a night. So I mean,
they're getting expensive. It's weird.
They are. Yeah. But yeah, so at least I kind of have that to look forward to. Yay.
It still doesn't count as your 40th birthday trip.
No. Oh, I'm not counting it as that. I'm just
saying. Keep reminding you about that, and then on 50, when you're 50, you're like, okay, I know you're 50, but you still gotta take your 40th birthday.
We'll get there. I say that I think every episode we mention my 40th birthday trip.
It's gonna be like I don't know if you watch Jimmy Kimmel, if you guys know Jimmy Kimmel.
I don't watch it. It's on too late. Are you kidding?
Yeah,
I do that by like 10:30.
But I don't know if he still does it. I think he had an inside joke with Matt Damon. And every night he would say, "My apologies to Matt Damon. We ran out of time." And every night he would say, at first I was like, what? He said that yesterday. And then I think it was like a continuous joke. He would say it every episode. It's like, "My apologies to Garrett." Yeah.
All right. Well, our timer has come up.
Oh.
So no, it's fine. It's fine. So do you have any parenting wins in the last 2 weeks? Doesn't have to be from this weekend. Because you were at a wedding, which you looked, I loved your dress, by the way, because I saw the dress that you did wear. I loved it.
And my belly came out to peek and see the world.
Oh, and those blue shoes that you posted. I think they were a size too small, though. Otherwise, I would have.
Yeah, somebody messaged me and she wants them. I hope they are uncomfortable. And I was transparent.
Oh, are they?
They're uncomfortable. I mean, they're high heels.
They looked really, they looked nice, though. I liked them.
I think the way they're uncomfortable is more like my foot grew wider, so they squeeze on the side. So somebody with the right size of feet might fit them. But yeah, so my parenting win this week was, I just diffused a massive tantrum. That takes a cake. I don't think I've had a win or a low or like a downside. It's just been like a regular week. I don't think I've done anything special.
Yeah.
What
have I done? I don't even know. I took them each to see my mom. Like I took Lucas last weekend into Toronto, and he was very patient. We shopped because, again, I went to see her in the morning, and then my sister met us around 11, and then we shopped around Toronto a little bit, and he was very patient. And then this weekend I took Nick into Toronto again to see my mom.
Yeah.
He was good. So I would say I spent time with each of them individually.
That's good. That's meaningful. Yeah. Each one gets their mommy time.
Yes. So I'm going to say that was my win.
That's a win. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, happy Mother's Day. Even though this will come out on Wednesday, so it'll be after Mother's Day, but that's fine.
It's Mother's Week. Let's make it
Mother's Week. And yeah, happy Mother's Day to anybody who's celebrating it.
Yep.
So yeah, if the kids are driving you nuts, just threaten them with "Don't make me use my mom voice." Bye.
Bye.
You can follow Don't Make Me Use My Mom Voice on Facebook and Instagram at Don't Make Me Use My Mom Voice, or you can write to us at momvoicepod@gmail.com. We hope you enjoyed the episode. See you next time.